Hello, everybody. Here we go again, diving deep into the superpowers topic, and kind of having a conversation about how can you not only discover your superpowers but also develop them. And I want to start with a story here. Every year I run the half marathon, and I love that race. I train the whole year for that, etc. And so every time that I'm gonna go pick up my gear, I go to the typical feria when you have a lot of vendors and people kind of offering you different products for runners. And every year I find something interesting. I remember 6 or 7 years ago I found the brand On, and nobody knew about On. And I tried the shoes, and they were really good. They were fantastic, and I had a sensation because of the logo and the way that it was designed, that they were gonna become something, and ended up going public, and now everybody knows the brand On. And so every year I get to know somebody, and that is trying to improvise a product or come out with a new idea. And this year I met this couple of kids, and they come out with this brand Veloci. And I have two kids similar age. These kids were like around 22, 23. My oldest son is 23, gonna be 24. My daughter is 21 to become 22. So anyway, long story short, I feel inclined to stop by and kind of support the kids, and asking, hey, okay, so tell me, just what's the story? The kids start telling me he had a hard time running, because every shoes that he used to wear used to bother him on the toe. So he ended up designing these shoes and working on a frame for the shoes so it's more comfortable for people who have specific issues with toes and issues with their feet. So obviously I ended up buying the shoes and supporting the kid. And I asked the kid, okay, tell me, how do you raise capital, and how do you position yourself in the market? Because it's a very competitive market. These established brands have engineers in the On. I think the tennis player Federer was behind On. So you can tell that there was some big names behind it, but here there was nobody really visible. So I was like, okay, so what's the positioning? But what I love about the kid though is that he has a story, sales speech. He has a passion for it, and he's taking the risk of exposing himself and failing. And that within itself, I want to start with the story, because that within itself is a superpower. Having the ability to move from a dream towards putting the action for it to become reality. Even if it fails, it really is not failure; it's an iteration. And so you're learning from try and error, right? Obviously it's easier to do when you're 22 than when you're maybe 50, but it's the same principle, right? It's the same superpower behind it. It's the superpower of taking risks and exposing ourselves, being able to go beyond the fear of failure. So anyway, I wanted to dig deep. So we talked about superpowers last time. We said, okay, everybody has some natural abilities. So I want to talk about the first step of discovering your superpower, which is step 1, which is awareness. Realizing that we may have a certain ability or certain abilities that others don't. So awareness, that's the first step. And this is a very fun exercise, because it puts us in a place where we have to reflect. Okay, what could be my superpower? What can I have that is interesting, that is that others don't have. I'm gonna give you some examples here. For example, a high functioning metabolism. You can see some people that not necessarily work out hard or anything like that, and they have a six-pack. I'm not saying that they're healthy, but they have a very good metabolism, off the chart naturally. So what can you do with that, right? The other one is a masterful public speaking ability. Some individuals have a natural ability to public speak. Now, they may be shy, they may be a little that they may not have so many small talk capabilities, but they're awesome when you put on the spot and public speak naturally. I'm talking about with no training, no effort. Okay. A natural gift. Another one is a natural gift for system thinking. Some people can naturally come out with ideas and systems that others cannot or have a hard time doing it. Another one is a natural musical ability. Some individuals are very good at just hearing a tone and immediately start playing the piano, even though they have never been taught how to play the piano, for example. Going back to the one before, a natural gift for system thinking. Some of those individuals are really good at problem solving naturally. Like they come out with, okay, this is how we can solve specific problems. Okay. Another one is a phenomenal memory for retention. We have seen these individuals who can literally have a photographic memory. They can see something and all of a sudden they memorize almost what's going on in there. Another one, a powerful ability to persuade others. Politicians, natural politicians, or salespeople who have that natural ability, without having any training, and they can literally make a point across that is very convincing with very solid arguments in a natural way, right? Another one could be a prodigious talent for negotiation. Individual who can come out with negotiations where people feel that they come out with win-win situations where everybody feels that is winning, and the compromises are digestible. Okay. Another one could be a profound sense of mindfulness. Basically, people who can very be in the present and certain point transmit peace to others. Being able to stay in the moment and really almost flavor what's going on in life, and that happen naturally without, again, this is with no training. These are skills that are happening naturally. Another one could be a remarkable ability to empathize with others. People who have remember, there's a difference, and Brené Brown talk about that. There's a difference between sympathize and empathize. Empathy foster deep connections. People feel that you're really feeling the pain that they're feeling, and some people have the natural ability of doing that without major training. Another one is a remarkable storytelling talent. Some people are really good at telling stories that are engaging, that are natural. Obviously, and they can really entertain others by just talking and giving details of everything. Another one is a strong emotional intelligence. Some individuals are born with that bridge between emotions and meaningful connections, and they don't necessarily have been trained at all on that, but they have that ability. Another one could be a talent for teaching and mentorship. Some individuals are very good at providing, sharing knowledge. Because I can be knowledgeable about something, but if I cannot teach it to some other individuals, then I may not be the best teacher. But these individuals are very good teachers, natural born teachers. Another one is a unique ability to sustain curiosity. So those individuals are constantly trying to research naturally. Like they're, I don't know if you remember those little friends of yours. Man, I had some friends of those that really used to, break into pieces a little toy and kind of look at the little pieces inside and stuff like that. That wasn't me, for sure. But that, those individuals enjoy, kind of learning what's going on, what's happening inside that little toy. Another one could be a unique gift for connection with people. Another one, a unique talent for innovation. People who come out with ideas that nobody had come out before naturally. Aesthetic sensibility and artistic vision is another one. Some people are artists by nature. They have that natural talent, like Picasso, Dali, and all those guys, right? An exceptional capability for multitasking effectively. Some individuals can literally chew gum and walk at the same time with no problem, naturally. Another one's an exceptional capability or capacity for writing, without major training. These guys can literally hit the ground running and writing. Extraordinary capability to communicate, and extraordinary capacity to read situations and people. That's a very good one. People who can naturally observe a situation and can see what's going on right away naturally without major training at all. Just intuitive. An innate sense of purpose. Some people are just born and say, this is why I'm here in this world and this is my purpose. It took me, for example, 40 years to get there. Some individuals are born with that. And unmatched consistency. Some people are very consistent from the get-go. Like right up front, like they're every day after day, and they ended up winning the races because they're naturally like that. Another one's a proactive mindset. People who are constantly playing offense instead of defense. Unparalleled acting skills, very good actors. Leadership abilities, athletic talent, flawless time management skills. Some individuals are very good managing time naturally. Humor, that's where you have those comedians that are naturally born. Now, obviously, we're going to talk about the training afterwards, but talking about natural ability of being funny, of also have a sense of humor, right? People who are very good at technical aspects, mechanical aspects, attractiveness, strategic thinking and foresight, culinary skills. Some people are very good cook naturally. Power of adaptability. Some individuals can naturally adapt to situations with no problem. Resiliency to withstand adversity. Some individuals are just resilient by nature. Another one, unbelievable stamina, kind of similar to that one. Another one, unwavering optimism and positivity. Some individuals are naturally positive and optimistic. Some others are very negative, and so they have to battle that, right? So homework. I'm going to have homework for you. So step 1, remember awareness, realizing that we may have a certain ability or certain abilities that others don't. So the homework is this: for the next couple of weeks, reflect about it and focus on this step. Engage in conversation with your loved ones about your natural abilities and seek their perspective. Ask them what they think. What do you think I'm good at? What do you think I'm a natural at it? You may be surprised by the insights you gain and how others perceive your strength. This process could begin to change the way you see yourself and shape your goals for the future. So it's nice talking to you. Hopefully you're gonna enjoy this. Try to take this couple of weeks to kind of reflect a little bit about your potential natural talents and kind of picking up in some of these examples and see what it takes you. Hope you have a fantastic week. So nice to see you again, and we can do this together. Let's go.